Okay, so with this one, I'll start off with a polyline. Click my start point, turn my ortho on, and I'll go down a distance of 5. Go to the right, 35. Go down a distance of 8. To the right, a distance of 45. Let's go up a distance of 5. And for this one, I'm going to need to type in a couple coordinates. So -27, comma, 8. And then finally, C to close it. Next, I'll go ahead and create my next line that's coming off of here. And it has a 30 degrees rotation going up. So let's start with a line. It's going to be my start point. And I'll type in 70, angle 150. Now I need to have the rest of this line run parallel down. So I'll just hit the escape button, rotate, select this line from this base point, select the word copy, and you want it to go in a clockwise rotation, so it's -90. Trim. Now I have my two shapes that I need, except for this one is incomplete. So I'll just finish this by drawing a line from this endpoint to this endpoint and to this endpoint. Use the join command. I'll highlight just that top half, join them together. Once again, making sure that I have one polyline. Now over here to the side, I'm going to create a sketch that I'm going to use to locate my circles. So I'll create a rectangle. And the other coordinates that I'm going to need from my other corner should be 30, comma 70. My center of my hole is located from this edge, and it's over 5 and up 10. So I'll create a circle with a diameter. I'm going to shift and right click and choose the from. Select this endpoint. And remember now I want to go to the left, so that's a -5, comma, and I want to go up 10. And for some strange reason it went the wrong direction. I'll try that once again. Oh, I didn't put in the @ symbol. So I'll go back to circle, center, diameter. Shift right click and choose from. And when you use the from OSNAP, I'll select this endpoint. You have to type in the @ symbol, -5, comma 10. And this has a diameter of 2.5. I'll copy this circle up a distance of 20. So copy your circle. Select the base point and make sure you're going straight up a distance of 20. Go ahead and mirror these two. So mirror your two circles. I'll pick that midpoint and this midpoint. And then finally, I'll create a circle that has a diameter of 24. I'll touch this midpoint and track from it a distance of 55. And the diameter of that circle, 24. Okay, so now I have everything I need to create my 3D model. I'm just going to separate this one. So I'm just going to move my top one away. Let's take a look at this in an isometric view. And I'll switch to shades of gray. Extrude. Select this one. And I'm going to go down, since I don't want to cover up my other shape, a distance of 40. And let's go ahead and extrude this top shape. A distance of 30. I'll stand both of these up. So I'll go to the rotate gizmo. Select both of these, the red axis, and I'll stand them up like so. I'll move this one from this midpoint down to that midpoint. So let's move this object, this midpoint down to this midpoint. Let's go ahead and put some fillets on them. So I'll rotate around to the front half. Choose fillet edge, radius 15. I'll select this line and this line. Enter button to get a preview, and one more enter to accept. Let's do the bottom half one, and this one has a radius of 20. So go back to fillet edge, radius 20. Select this edge here and that edge. Enter, preview, and one more enter to accept. Let's go ahead and union these two together. So union. Next, let's go ahead and put our circles on them. So I'm going to rotate this around to get it in line. I'm just going to use the blue axis to where it looks like this. Let's take a look at the front view. Switch back to the Home tab, and I'm going to change my UCS to the UCS view. Rotate. I'll select this sketch, and make sure you select all of those. I'll choose this endpoint. Now I want to rotate this in a clockwise rotation, so that'll make it a negative 30. Let's move our UCS back. And then take a look back at this in isometric. Okay, so let's go ahead and move this shape from this midpoint to that midpoint. And I'm just going to move the circles and not the rectangle that's around it. So I want to move, and I want to select these 5 circles. I want to use this midpoint to that midpoint. I'll delete that rectangle. Let's use extrude. Select your circle. Send it all the way through. And then subtract. I want to keep this shape, and I want to discard my cylinder that's running through it. Next, I'll go back to the extrude command. I'll use a window to select these 4 circles. And I want to send them down a distance of 4, so make sure that you're aiming this direction. 4. subtract, select your shape you want to keep. And once again, I'm going to use that same blue window I used before to get rid of my circles on the inside.